There are those among you unaware that your tax dollars are currently being used to procure salaciously controversial materials, some deemed too unfit for the human eye to even behold. That's right, folks, we're heading into the scary world of library science. Hi, I'm Morgan Patterson, your friendly neighborhood circulation attendant, and we are going to go through today the process of making your very own library card from start to finish. Who can have a library card? How do we make one? And finally, once you have that library card, how do you use it? We'll be going through each of those in order. But without all those pleasantries out of the way, let's get started. For those who can have a library card, all you really need to be is a Bexar County resident, preferably have some form of picture ID and proof of residence. For someone to be a part of Bexar County, that is usually around San Antonio. That ID needs to be present, and that proof of residence needs to be official. Please do not give any form of Amazon mail or a picture of a blurry mailbox. That doesn't do it for me. The only thing that I tend to say is for those who can't get a library card, anyone who can get a library card, my mistake, is anyone who is alive in front of me and an actual Bexar County resident. So no ghosts, no invisible men, and preferably nobody from Florida. With that out of the way, we can go into the actual meat of the issue. How do we make that library card? Now, as much as I would love to be able to show you guys how we do it in this program called Symphony, it is a little illegal for me to show that on the city computers. So we're going to have to use the power of the imagination. But what we're going to do, this is the most current version of the San Antonio Public Library card. See the beautiful barcode. Ooh, the signature of my mom who let me borrow this. To make that card, you are going to first search them up in the Symphony system, search them by last name, first name, see if they are already there. We cannot have two accounts battling it out at the same time. It's like evil doppelgangers. One will eventually eat the other. But if you've managed to make sure that they, A, do exist, great. Fix up their cards, send them on their happy way. If they don't exist in the system, that's when you get to take that card, put it in the scanner, and get them started. First things first, you're going to want to put in their name, their driver's license number, and what library that they actually want to be at. I personally tend to go for IGO. I don't know about you. After that, we will go into the address portion. Their physical address, their email address, their phone number. All of that is mostly to make sure you guys still live here, and here's how we can contact you in the future. People may choose to either be contacted via email or phone call. No text yet, unfortunately. Once you get their address, you are able to search them up in the district finder. This is just a handy way to make sure we really know where y'all are at. Once you have that district set up, perfect. You get to go into the little nitty-gritty details, like somebody's birthday, what their password is, which for the record has to be 8 letters long, at least one number, no special characters. We are required to do this for our patrons because every time I have told someone, here are the rules, make your own password, they will look me in the eye, nod, and do everything wrong. I've had this happen 5 separate times in the same day. It's bonkers. But with that out of the way, you can write that down on a little sticky note, paste it on, pass it forward to them so they can sign on the dotted line, and they're all good to go. But once they have that library card, it's really a matter of how they know what to do with it. We usually pass them a beautiful pamphlet they will look at and then immediately throw away. So we have to give them the nitty-gritty bit by bit. And here's how it would go, coming from me. That library card would be good for 5 years. At the end of the 5 years, they would come back to either us or any of our other San Antonio public libraries, get renewed for another 5 years. They can have a total of 50 physical items on that card. That is 50. Can be books, CDs, DVDs, records, they feel like. And a total of 10 regular DVDs and 10 express DVDs at any given time. The express DVD is different from the DVD in one way, and that has a little yellow sticker saying express. Just means that it cannot be renewed, put on hold, or kept for longer than 7 days, whereas everything else be kept for a total of 3 weeks. Going on to holds. A hold is just when we don't have something you're looking for, so we call one of our other libraries. They will send it to us. We will set it aside. It's like a book reservation. However, just because it is set aside for somebody does not mean it's already on their account. So they need to make sure to check it out before they leave, just like everything else. However, we do not do late fees anymore. That means we just have loss and damage fees. For item to be announced lost, it's 3 weeks after the final due date, a fee will be put into their account. However, if they give the items back, the fee is completely waived. As long as they're good on that, we just check and see if they are a registered voter. If they are, fantastic, they can go on their merry way. If they're not, we pass them a voter registration card. Other than that, they are good to go, and so are you. With that in mind, we have gone over who can have a library card, how they get that library card, and what they can do with it. Now, it has been lovely speaking with you all, and if you have any further questions, please ask your local librarian.